Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all okay. I'm coming at you with a completely different video. If you follow me on other platforms, you know for a fact that I am not a hair girly whatsoever. Makeup is more my thing. I love fashion as well, but when it comes to hair, absolutely not. I want to have more fun with doing different hairstyles, especially because I had recently cut to a long bob, and do you know what, I just want to have more fun and be more experimental with my hairstyles. In the past I would usually just have it slicked back like I have now, and then I'd add in extensions like clipping extensions, tapes, or whatever. I do have it tapes in, so the fact that I've actually got it to a slick back, I'm proud. But yeah, I just want to show you that even though you have your hair shorter than usual, if you've got to have a bob, long bob like I have, you can actually do different styles. When I had a long bob years ago, I thought that's it, I can't really do much with it apart from have it straight, maybe curl it, maybe put it into a ponytail, if that. But I want to show you that you can actually do different hairstyles with a different length of hair. You don't just have to have long hair like long princess hair, even though I do prefer that and sometimes it may look slightly better, but us short hair girlies, we can do it as well. So if you want to see all the different hairstyles that I do with my long bob, then carry on watching. Style one is a straight bob. This is a classic style for me, more so now that all my hair is one length, as before when it wasn't even. Before having it cut, I hated having it straight, but now I absolutely love it. On to styling. So no matter what hairstyle you're doing, even if you're just straightening it, no matter what hair length you have, always remember heat protectant. I really like the Colour Wow Jean Coat, but you only use this once you've had a shower. So when your hair is kind of towel dry or damp, and then you spray a generous amount in it, and then this needs to be heat activated obviously by blow drying your hair. But in my case, because my hair was on the verge of needing it washing, I decided to use this Paul Mitchell Flexible Style Hot Off the Press Thermal Spray. This is a quick drying spray, so you can use it before using heated tools, or you can use it as a finishing spray. Onto styling, as I feel like I rambled, but I use my Remington hair straighteners. I have no idea what kind of straighteners they are, what the specific name is. I've had these for so many years and they do me so well. But as you can see, when straightening my hair, I will straighten the entire length until it comes to the bottom of my hair, and I will curl it underwards just to give my hair a bit of shape. Whenever I style my hair, I will always section it off, so I'll always do the back part of my hair at the very bottom, and then I'll always go onto the side, so I'll kind of section it off into 4 parts, and then I'll take down the top section. The only annoying thing is, as you can see, I don't have a tail comb, which would be so much easier when parting your hair either in the middle or the side. To be honest, this hairstyle doesn't really need much explanation. It's pretty self-explanatory. I'm just taking down each section of the hair using the thermal spray and then just straightening it. I'm just making sure I'm curling the ends inwards to give my hair some shape. If you don't have a blunt bob or a blunt hairstyle, this may look slightly different. And that is style number 1, the straight bob. It's very easy to do, and I feel like it's such a classic look and it looks very sleek and polished. On to style number 2, the blow dry effect, or just the blowout look. This is probably my favourite out of the 5 looks that I'm doing. This is kind of similar to style number 1, but you are giving your hair a lot more kind of body and volume. Again, sectioning the hair just to make it a lot more easier, so I'll always section the front bits first and then start with the back. Here I'm using the Mark Hill X Jordan Lipscomb collab, so this is the pick and mix heated tool, so you have the handle and then you can choose any of the attachments. For the blow dry effect, I'm using the round brush, so this does heat up, and I'm taking it section by section, especially because my hair is short and I want to make sure that all my hair wraps around it, especially because my hair is shorter at the back, so I'll kind of just push the hair onto the round brush and then just twist it, making sure all of the hair gets heated up. For this style, I'm putting the round brush underneath my hair instead of on top, because I want the hair to again curl inwards. The best way to describe this technique is to put the brush underneath your hair, brush down ever so slightly so your hair obviously attaches to it, and then just continue to twist the attachment so it's going to give it that curl. As I said, this is kind of similar to doing my straight bob, but instead of just having it straight down, you can see that it's just giving it a lot more volume. When I get this done at the hairdressers, or anyone, if they get this done, your hairdresser will use a normal round brush, not a heated one, and then they'll also use a hairdryer. So you could do that technique instead if you find that easier, but I just find it easier using a heated round brush. I just don't have the capability to use a hairdryer and a brush at the same time. Just continue that throughout the entire of your hair, but when it comes to my front pieces, as you can see, I just like to hold it in place, again just to heat that part of my hair up for longer and give it more volume to frame my face a lot more. As this is a heated round brush, I just like to brush through the top parts of my hair if there's any flyaways or any frizzy parts. So that is style number 2 nearly done. You can see the bottom of my hair, there's a lot more volume. This is why I love this round brush, but this is how this look looks with a middle part, but I prefer how this looks with a side part. I'll always do my side parting from my right to my left, just because when it is finally styled, I just feel like it gives a lot more shape to the hair look. And then all that bit of hair that I've just taken from the right to the left, I would bring it to the middle, put it in the hot brush and just leave it on top of my head for a few minutes, take it out of the hot brush, and then once you flip it back over, you will see the shape that it gives. Now, I thought I would add this clipping because you can see that my hair is fully washed here. There's a lot more volume. I just prefer how this looks. So as I've already said, my hair is needing a hair wash. So I definitely thought I would include this clip so you can see what it actually looks like once your hair is washed. There's just a lot more volume to it. But that is style number 2, the blowout blow dry effect. On to style number 3, which is curly or wavy. Not gonna lie, I didn't expect to love this look as much as I thought I would. It's giving spring, summer, and I can't wait to do it more in these seasons. With this hairstyle, I decided to keep it in the side parting, which I did for the blow dry effect. You can obviously decide if you want it in a middle part or a side part. Whenever I curl or wave my hair, I will always use my straighteners. I just find it so much easier and quicker. I know some people like to use an actual curling barrel, but personal preference. I just find using a straightener so much quicker because you're obviously twisting the hair into place and then releasing it, rather than using a curling barrel and then holding the hair in place for a few seconds and your arm just aches every single time. So yeah, I just find it quicker using a straightener. Whenever I do this style, you just seen that I was pointing behind me or away from me, so I will always curl my hair away from my face. I just feel like, I keep mentioning this word, but it always gives me volume, and then when it does come to the front bits of my hair, I will always curl them inwards just because it will frame my face. This side is done. I'll let that cool down and then I'll go ahead and copy it on the other side, and then I'll just finger comb my hair. So I won't use an actual comb or a brush because you're going to lose the curls. By finger combing your hair, you're not going to lose most of the curls. So I also like to flip my hair upside down and shake it. What is this going to do? It's going to give it a lot more volume. Then go in with a texturizing spray. Not going to lie, this is the first time I've ever used a texture spray and I'm obsessed. So this is the Andrea Fitzsimmons Après Sexy. I think that's how I say it, it's French. So this is a texturizing spray. You spray this in the roots and the mid-length, and wow, the volume, I'm going to be so annoying in this video. I know I keep saying volume, but the volume this actually gives you, and I don't understand what a texturizing spray does, but I can see it. If anyone knows what a texturizing spray does, then please let me know. But I am obsessed with this spray. The first time I've used it as well, and I'm going to continue to use it, especially if I'm curling my hair and I want big hair. I then like to tuck some hair behind my ear just to keep it in place. I'll use a bobby pin, grip, whatever you want to call it, just to keep it in place. And that is style number 3, curly wavy, done. I'm honestly obsessed. That texturizing spray has made such a difference. But onto style number 4, which is half up, half down. I am doing this hairstyle a lot at the moment, especially when my hair starts to become greasy, because it doesn't actually look greasy when it's in this hairstyle, so you can kind of get away with it. This is another hairstyle that I feel like I'm going to be doing a lot in the spring summer. It just looks so cute, especially because my hair is already curled. I'm not going to go and straighten it. I have done this in a straight style before, but I definitely prefer it when it's more curly and wavy. Onto the hairstyle, so I like to take my thumbs and put them at the top of my ears, and then I'll just kind of drag my thumbs up, and that is going to be the hair where it's going to be in the bobble. When I do a half up, half down, I like to have the top section of my hair slicked back. I just feel like it looks so much better. To slick back the top section of my hair, I'll go in with my slick back brush from the brand Grip. This is the best slick back brush you will ever use. It really grabs hold of each individual hair and really slicks it all down. I'll then use my VO5 Mega Hold Gel Spray. I definitely need to find a better product when I slick back my hair, but this is what I have at the moment and it works just as fine. I'll continue to use this spray and just slick back my hair to the point where I really like it. I'm such a perfectionist when it comes to slicking back my hair, especially because I have it tapes in. I don't want any of them poking out. Once you've got it to your desired style, I'll then just go in, slicking it back even more, making sure no hair is sticking out at the top, and then I'll go in with a bobble just to tie the top section. Then go back in with my VO5 Mega Hold Gel Spray just because I do have slight babe hairs at the very front of my hair, so I'll just spray the very edge and just slip them back. I did have to go in with a few bobby pins, grips, whatever you want to call them, at the very back of my hair where the bubble is, just because I do have tapes and some of the hair was slightly bumpy, so that does affect obviously having extensions in. So I just went in and gripped them all down. At this point, the hairstyle would have been done, but I just feel like I needed something to frame my face. I felt like I looked like an absolute egg. So even though I used all the hairspray and it very much dried, I did decide to pull out some hair at the front. I just feel like doing this, it just made the look overall better. So if you do want to add front pieces to your hair, then I'd recommend just sectioning them beforehand before slicking your hair back. Don't do what I did because it took me a while to actually slick my hair back down. And it would have been easy if I had a tail comb, but instead I just had to use my nails. I decided I want a little bit extra volume for the ponytail, especially because it has all that texture and it is curly wavy. So I just got one of my clips and I just clipped it behind the hair, and you can see it just give it a lot more height. Went back in with my texturizing spray, obviously because I've been messing around with it, slicking it back and whatnot. So I just went back in with the texturizing spray to give it more volume and give it a lot more height at the back. And that is style number 4 done. It's honestly so cute. I can't wait to do this a lot more. And then onto style number 5, which is a classic for me, which is more classic than having it straight. It is a slick back bun. Before having my hair cut, this was such a classic hairstyle for me, especially because I didn't really like having my hair down, so I would 90% of the time have it slicked back. It's just so easy, especially if you want your hair out your face. I am someone who has like sensory issues and I hate having to mess with my hair, so slicking it back was always a go-to. As I said before, for the half up, half down, I am an absolute perfectionist when it comes to my slick back, so I need it absolutely smooth. So this is where the VO5 gel spray and the Grip slick back brush comes into play. Since I've owned this brush, this has helped my hair so much in the sense of how it looks when it is slicked back. I used to have bumpy bits at the back of my hair, but because of the bristles, they are bought bristles, they are going to grab onto every single hair and really slick your hair back. I'm always changing how I want my slick back, so I'll either have it in a middle parting or I just won't have it in a parting at all. But yeah, basically put your hair in whatever parting you want, and if you don't, then don't do that. And then I'll just slick my hair back, spray the entire top section of my hair, and then just continue to use that brush to slick it all nice and smooth. I use 2 bobbles to obviously tie my hair back because it has so much texture and it feels a lot more thicker since having it cut. So I use 2 bobbles just to tie it back and just go over any sections where you feel like it's not smooth enough. once your hair is smooth enough, you could actually just leave it in a cute curly ponytail or a straight ponytail, but I just prefer to have it in a bun. Again, it's just out of the way, I don't have to mess with it. Onto the back of the hair, do not forget about this, especially if it's in a bun. You do not want to forget about all them small strands of hair. So again, you're just going to go in with your gel spray, gel products, whatever it may be, and just smooth all them bits down and grip them in place. I feel like doing this makes such a difference regardless of where your bun will be, whether it's on top of your head, at the back of your head, at the bottom. All them small strands of hair, if you leave them down, you will see them from the front. So make sure the back of your hair is perfect as well. As I'm doing a bun, this is where this becomes a bit difficult for me. Obviously all my hair is one length and the back will be a lot shorter, so when I do twist it into a bun style, I'm having to go back in quite a few times with more bubbles, more hairspray, more grips, just to get it into a sleek bun. As you see, bits of hair were sticking out even though my hair is all one length. That's how it will appear if you are putting it into a slip bun. So as I said, just go back and perfect it with more bubbles, more hairspray and more grips. And that is the slick back bun done. Not gonna lie, I think it took me about 15 minutes to about 30 minutes to really get the perfect bun. Oh my god, do you know what? It's actually quite hard doing my slick backs now, so this is why I'm not going to do them as much, especially as it's taking me so long. And there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching me do all the different hairstyles. Do you know what? I actually had so much fun. As I said, I'm not a hair girly and I'm trying to be more experimental, and I really enjoyed it. Let me know which was your favourite hairstyle in the comments, and if you do have a longer bob, what are you going to try out? If you want to see more hairstyles, then please let me know, because I can do a little bit of research on different hairstyles and possibly try them. And just because you have shorter hair, do not feel like you feel left out with hairstyles. You can actually do so much. But I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in my next one.